Hi everyone, how's it going? So this is how I got through the Crota's End raid on hard mode solo using my hunter. If you're lucky enough to get these Don't Touch Me exotic gauntlets from Xur this weekend, you see there the special ability is when you take melee damage you actually turn invisible, so that's pretty essential for this part of the raid in the pit right at the start. And then make sure your Blade Dancer class is set out pretty much like that for best results. And you see there I just look to the left halfway to the first lamp. If the first bonus chest is behind that first door, you'll see the light above the door to indicate the chest is in there. If not, it'll be just to the left of the second lamp. You see here, just there in the top left of the screen. And all I've got equipped is the icebreaker, which I also got from Xur recently, and that's fully upgraded. And I've also got the +2 agility perk equipped on the icebreaker, so I run a little bit faster. And don't spend too long at the first few lamps, you can pretty much just keep running. As long as you keep running wide around the lamps, get the weight of darkness off and keep the thrall off your back as much as possible. And you see here with the icebreaker it takes out pretty much everything in one group. Of course once you get a kill with the upgraded icebreaker it'll make the enemy explode and it kills all the other thrall in a big group around them. And as soon as you've got the weight of darkness down to at least ×2 or less at each lamp, just keep moving, especially once you turn invisible. And just use your icebreaker if you've got a few seconds to spare, just to clear out the enemies a bit more. Keep them off your back as much as possible. I will be doing another video on the Warlock on hard mode, because my previous video with the Warlock, I was doing this on solo, with just on normal mode, so if I can help people do this on their Warlock or Titan as well as their Hunter on hard mode, so you can do it on hard mode straight away and you'll get twice the rewards from normal and hard mode all in one if you do it on hard mode first. And with the Warlock it's like the Hunter, it's pretty much just as easy as normal mode. With the Warlock obviously you just stand in the solar flare grenades and it kills the enemies as they run at you. And it's best to have the Sunbreakers equipped, the exotic gauntlets for the Warlock, to make your solar flares last longer. You see here with the first knight I come across, I don't spend too long at that lamp because he'll pretty much one-shot you, especially if you're level 31 or below. If you're level 30, good luck, because you're pretty much going to die off one hit, so you're just going to have to keep running and hope you don't get hit at all. But I wouldn't advise doing it below level 31. And if you haven't quite reached 32 yet, then hopefully this will help you get the extra shards or gear you need to reach level 32. As I was saying about the other classes for this part of the raid, for the Warlock, as I say, just use the solar grenades, but with the Titan he's a lot slower and it's really a lot harder to do with the Titan, so I find the Defender class best with that, using the Helm of Saint, I think it is, Helm of Saint exotic helmet, and that'll blind the enemies as they go inside your Ward of Dawn bubble shield. But you see there at that last lamp, I used to always get lost there, but you come across a second knight. When you come across that second knight it's always up the hill to the right, in case you get a bit disoriented. But when I get to each lamp you'll see I usually check where the next lamp is while I'm getting the weight of darkness off me, so I don't get too confused which direction I'm going to be going next. And that's actually lamp 14, I just go back a little bit for a few seconds just to get the weight of darkness down a bit more. And you can go straight from lamp 14 to lamp 16 at the end, the last lamp. This is lamp 15, I prefer to use this just to spread the enemies out a little bit more. And you can take out a few more enemies if you like, but just onto the last lamp here. Run around that a little bit, just get the weight of darkness down, and then run across the plate. Luckily I turn invisible here from melee damage. Run across that plate for a couple of seconds to activate the bridge forming, and hide behind one of these two rocks, and just go into third person by dancing or sitting down, and if you're dancing you'll still turn invisible as if you crouched using the Blade Dancer class. But they will spot you eventually because they start spawning all around you and behind you. So make sure you got your super ready to use that and turn invisible with your super when you need it. And once the enemies spot me, just make sure you turn invisible either from melee damage like that or using your super, or even blink strike. And once you turn invisible, swap to the next rock and vice versa. If you're watching this on Xbox One's upload, be sure to check out part 2 to see how I get past this bit, and I'll see you in my next video.